Evening YouTube fans. This is my brother David.
Hello there.
My friend Martin. Martin and I are coming out in the hammocks tonight, finally doing an overnighter after having them for over a good couple of weeks at least. This is the setup here. Mine's is on the right, Martin's is on the left. We've got the fire starting. There's little Tanya. Tanya! I got some new gear as well, but I've got it already set because we're starting to lose some light there. I've got my little headlamp on, it's been helping me out a little. As you can see, it's getting a little darker now. Martin and I will be camping out tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be showing you my new gear. I've got my setup here. It is dark, but I did get a brand new sleeping bag, and I'll just quickly show you. It's the North Ridge one. It's on sale right now at Go Outdoors, the orange and black. It's not very good because of the light, but it's been great weather here in Scotland the past couple of days. We're just down from the houses away up there where you can see the lights in the distance. We're down here and we're divided by the river, which is running through and eventually into the River Clyde. The birds are tweeting away. We're completely secluded about. As you can see, the time right now is 25 minutes to 7. The moon's on its way. It should be a full moon next month. We're waiting on the blood moon predicted by NASA on the 15th of April. There's a lot of big conspiracy going on about all that with these Bible prophets out there and whatever. More on that later. But we should be having some good light from the, I'd say it's 3/4 of the moon on a clear, cloudless night. The ducks are away back in over at the overgrowth pond there. Birds are back in the nests, and since we're celebrating, this is the very first night outside on the hammocks. Mine's is still coming down pretty low, and I know I'm fat, but I think the tree hugger extension's making it low. No matter how high I have it, I'm certainly past my waist, but it seems to still be sinking low to just about 1 foot off the ground. So I think I've only really noticed that since the tree huggers were in place, but I definitely need them for the distance of the trees right now. But anyway, we're having a little toast. Men, gentlemen, charge your glasses. Here's to all the here's to the great outdoors, to God, and to all the YouTube people watching this. Cheers. Salute. Thanks guys. I'll catch you later, maybe in the morning or so, and I'll show you a better setup video, but now this is me out. So good night and God bless. Smell that? Evening again YouTube, take 2. We've got the food cooking. My brother's left us and it's just my friend Martin.
Hello.
His eyes are killing him thanks to the smoke, but the pasta's more or less ready, and we also have on the sizzling in the mess tins. We've got the gammon steak. We've already got a cooked chicken which is just reheating, and Martin's just added some smoked sausage, and I've already got peri peri sauce, smoked paprika, which is a new one, onions and some lazy garlic, pre-cooked and just heating up now. I think we emptied more or less 3/4 of the bag of pasta.
Very much.
We're cooking away here. The hammocks are still in, oh you can't even see the hammocks. Everything's still in place. We're getting a good feast now. The time is 20 minutes to 8 just, and it's pitch black. This is me with my headlamp on. That's it with it off.
Set it on.
Right Martin. £5 and gets some good light. I'll be speaking more about that tomorrow, and also the new things I actually bought for this evening before coming down. I got a brand new headlamp for a start. I also got the Kentucky chair, which is absolutely amazing. I left that at home for tonight, but I also have the new rucksack, not the rucksack, what I'm talking, sleeping bag. Got a new sleeping bag in my bag, in my hammock. As you can tell, we've had a few vodkas.
Just a few.
But all in good standard. The both of us are left, my brother's away, and as what I showed you earlier, now all you can see is some lampposts way in the distance. I would say the closest one at least 1 mile away. But we're out here alone. We've been hearing some foxes with some wild birds, and there's a legend about here that, what do they call it?
I don't know.
The legend of the shouting. You mentioned it earlier.
Banshee?
The Banshee.
Aye.
See, we're not too far over in this area, about a couple of 100 yards away. There's an old wall basically, which is at least 200 feet high. And it used to serve as a part of the railway, but you're going back at least a century ago. And some people still claim to hear the steam train coming along at night, but we've certainly been hearing some funny noises. I hope this ain't going to turn into the Blair Witch, because I'm just getting started into the hammocking and the camping. Anyway, I'm going to go and sit down and enjoy my grub. Some good food camping there, as you can cooking there, and as you can tell, more or less the food's ready, which means the big fat dude behind the camera and friend are about to sign off and enjoy their grub. So
Peace
until the next clip, see you later. A very good morning to you all. There is where we were camping there last night. I'm only up about 5 minutes. I was up earlier, but I lay in the hammock for a while. The time right now is just left 9:45. And I'm going over here to get some really good kindling, courtesy of Mother Nature. The birds are tweeting away, and they're nowhere in sight of anyone. As a kid, I basically grew up down here. This is the first overnighter I've actually done. Martin's getting the fire started. As you can see, we now have a tent. During the night, his brother-in-law Kevin decided to join us, and so we met him. We came over, parked the car, and we walked back up to get him, and then we came down with him, set the tent up, had a wee fire going. But as you can see, Martin's trying to get the fire starting just now, so I best sign off and get this kindling before he cracks up. See you in a bit. Time for breakfast.
Don't like that side, like this side.
Huh?
This side's going up. And then we can use that to get it going, you know what I mean? There we go. The bag there. That's going to hit the bag there. And then just kick in.
Thank you, folks. First time using the fire steel. Got that little bit of kindling going. Now it's taking a light. Must have been at least, what, 6 hours we left that fire, and it was still hot ash. So just taking up for there. We'll get our Scots porridge oats on. No swearing. As you can see with the stuff, they're going to need a wee wash first. The birds are tweeting away and I'm getting hungry, so I'm going down to the river to give it a little rinse out. Right, so I'm down at the water edge here, the pots and pans. We're actually quite high up from the water, and there's no chance of getting it shallow anytime soon from either end. As you can tell, it's not the cleanest either, the looks of it. So I've improvised with a guy line round the pot there at the rim. And all I'm doing, can't get a lot of it because it tilts on its side. with a little water, so I can only get a little at a time. But I've only did it 3 times and I've already got that more or less covered there, and I think I'll just be sharing the water in them all with the rinse. So all I'm basically doing is dropping it in, and as you can see it's floating, but you need to temper with it. Go back and forth a little. Of course, where it's swinging would be good. There we go. Now whatever excess will come out, but the rest will stay. And just filling it up. Mar's got the fire sorted, he's wondering where his pots and pans are for his porridge. So I think I'll do just a little rinse and then I can get into the next pot, then the next pot one's done, and then clean it out, and we'll get the fresh water up at the camp, and we'll get the cooking going. It really is amazing that the fact that I've been down here all the time for so many years. This is the first time actually camping. And the few people that I know actually think we're crazy, but sometimes you need to be a little crazy if you want to do something a bit different than from mediocrity. Anyway, best get the food on.